What's up, everybody? Getting my volume adjusted and make sure we're good. You go down one more. I think 8 is the sweet number. I never well, as folks roll in, I'm happy to ask if anybody's. Oh man, there's extras. These are basically marshmallow switches. All right, hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Robert. I go by Emery here on Twitch. If you are watching in real time, hello and welcome. If you are watching in retrospect, I appreciate it as always. Thank you for hanging out and stopping by and checking out the stream. And if you're new here, hello and welcome. I found some time in my busy day for the holidays and am just trying to relax a bit and do something a little bit soothing. I hurt my back earlier today, so I'm got like an icy hot patch on my back and like medicine to help with the pain. But we're here. Some first orders of business. But hello, welcome. Everything's good. Music's good. Microphone's good. All right. Camera's good. And things and such. All right. So where do we start? The last time we streamed, I worked on. I guess I can move this. I worked on some Gunpla. And as a result, this was one of the products of that stream, like one of the things that I picked up. And it's just a like an organizer for the, and I got it like specifically for the runners. So I'm just gonna throw this together really quick. Now the other thing I talked about in that stream was a rotating stand, and that is in my Amazon cart currently. I was going to partake in that probably post stream. Wait, forgive me, I was looking for some. Where are they? Products. I'm also trying to track down some switches. Oh, interesting. These are all linear switches. Ice candy switches. Oh, I don't think I got them from Divinity, but that's fine. So yeah, this is basically to organize the runners. Oh, there's, wait. Oh no, okay. I was like, are there two in here? How would this work? So this is the front. Wait, why are there so many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, there's just enough. I was like, wait a minute. But if you know, you know. I'm also a sucker for blue, so I went with the blue. Oops. Let me do it this way, because to not be an idiot. Nice. And then this. No, girl. What's happening? I'm making this far more difficult than it needs to be. There we go. Hold up. Oh my god, what's happening? There we go. Oh my god. More difficult to put together than the gunpla itself. But we made it. Alright. Man, this snaps together nice. I dig it. For those who recommended this in the last stream, I appreciate it. So again, I build I mostly focus on mechanical keyboards, but I do dabble in a bit of gunpla. I don't do anything super top tier in terms of gunpla kits, but for those that are curious what this is for, so like the next gunpla stream we're gonna do is gonna be for this guy, which just like the last kit I did, I had already started. But the idea of this is like now I can take my runners, like this is my A runner, throw that bad boy in there, and I can get to it. Or actually, if I'm starting from left to right, because you know, English, you know, I can set the runners in here, and I'll probably keep them off to my side because this is rather large to get to them. So that's kind of the idea. I'm super pumped about that because that gives me a lot more. It helps clean up my workspace, whereas like last stream, like everything was confined to the box itself that everything was in. But yeah, all right, so get this out of the way. We got to make some room for that. All right, cool. The other thing I got, and this is for, I need to experiment with this a little bit, is water slide decal paper. You know what? I think I had this up. Anime keyboard. I don't think I'm gonna find the video. If I do, I would be very surprised. Ooh. Maybe? Let me just take a quick scroll first before I confirm. Was this one? Ooh, that was loud. Does he flip this over? No, he doesn't. The keycaps look familiar, which is why I'm pretty sure. Well, this is effectively, this is what is the end goal. Yeah, okay, perfect. This is actually, so the idea is you print out what you need on the paper here, and then you're gonna slide it on and apply it onto the keyboard like so. So I've never personally done this. Like it looks really cool and it looks super clean. I just hope when I go to do it, I don't mess it up, because that is my concern. But yeah, so that, like, that's the idea. Like the end goal is to like I have had boards where I've applied what is it? I've applied stickers to, but this kind of takes it next level because it's like you can get something far more intricate and something far more unique, and I'm not as reliant or beholden to a sticker that I found on Etsy or somewhere, you know. So like that's part of the that's and also like it helps give kind of like some of the work that I plan to do a little bit more of an identity. And this kind of goes hand in hand actually with Gunpla too. So if I get used to this, then it'll help up my Gunpla game. But yeah, so like print out what you need, you get your stickers, soak it, you apply it to your thing, and yeah. So that's just that is on my list of things to do. But with all that being said, and kind of recapping on things that I have done and stuff planning for the future, the only other things I really have to like show off for you guys tonight are the main event actually. There we go. That was bothering me. So this particular keyboard I feel like has flown under the radar. The Keychron Q60, and for probably a lot of good reason. It's not, the 65% market is very oversaturated with keyboards. Not that it's a bad thing, there's a ton of different options. 75% and TKL's got a lot of love this year in terms of different types of boards versus what it looked like last year and the year before, or even the beginning of this year. But I do feel like the 60% keyboard is going to work its way back in there, because I haven't seen a one personally that has seemed to like catch the public or like keyboard community's attention. Probably not as like, this has probably been the only board I can think of that's caught a lot of attention. Yo, Draco, I am also lurking. I got you. Hold on. I have the window up here. So, oh no, bring my windows back. Bring all my windows back. But yeah, so the QK60 is probably the more recent board that has caught a lot of public attention, because it's a really awesome board, super affordable in terms of like what an enthusiast board or a custom keyboard will tend to look like. But yeah, the only thing is I wish that this board offered the mirrored finish for the weight. Although I'm curious like if that's something somebody can do on their own, because I'd love to learn. I also attached this little Apple sticker as like a retro-y finish to, we've got our artisan and our keycaps. This is probably like, I guess this is like in my brain like an homage to older, or like to a retro style of Apple keyboard. The only thing that bothers me is the keycaps. These two keycaps, I wish they were flipped, but that is neither here nor there. Actually, so I'll keep this one out because this will probably be a good a good way to compare these two boards. Because in terms of price, oh shoot, I need Draco's window back. All right, cool. What does it always do? I'm trying to get like my history traps like going to pages that I went to, but like in the settings it pulls up this stuff there, but I don't know, it's weird. Ooh, they have extra parts. Save that for myself later. Do they have it here though? They don't. But I want to say the starting price for that board was around $120. The Keychron Q60 bare bones is starting out at a higher price at 190 or 189. So price wise, it is starting out higher. I went ahead and just did the full assembled kit because I wanted to see what it would be like with the switches provided and the keycaps that they send with it. But yeah, so 60% layout, but it's specifically the HHKB and inspired layout specifically. QMK and VIA supported. Gasket, double gasket design. We'll take a look at that. CNC and aluminum body. Supports Mac OS and Windows. 1000 hertz polling rate. Hot swap. South facing, which is always a plus. And cherry PBT keycaps. So again, just another look at the board. So this is just kind of like a quick all-around customizable keyboard. Okay, keycap switches. You've got the top of the case, the gaskets, as you can see here. You've got the plate, which I believe is a steel plate. You have the PCB foam. You have the PCB itself. There's acoustic tape underneath. That's interesting. We'll take a look at that. And then the bottom case. It does look like there are little, silicone gaskets for a force brake mod already installed. We'll take a look to see if that's there. But yeah, that's kind of like the keyboard in a nutshell. But yeah, forgot to mention it in case you want. Grab it tomorrow. Death Stranding was leaked as a free game. Ooh, heck yes. I won't be home, but I will be sure to do that before the end of the day. So here we go. I will admit, I did open this beforehand, so I have been through it. But I figured I'd put everything back so we can all kind of experience it together. Cool. Keychron usually does a pretty good job about their packaging, but as far as I know, it's pretty standard affair amongst their offerings as well. So nice little thick piece of EVA foam is I'm assuming what that is. You have your information where it says make sure your pins are straight for your switches. Please be gentle. This is for the hot swap. You have your user's manual. If you want to go through that, you have it there. This does have layers, being in a 60% keyboard. That information is super useful to have. In the box, before we get the keyboard out, it does come with a straight cable braided USB-C to USB-C with a USB-C to USB 8 adapter. So that's cool. I might swap out I have a cable I bring with me to work. And I don't have a cable like this, but this is actually pretty nice. So I might swap that out. So I'm going to set this aside. That is for future me. I think outside that, in here, you get some keycaps replacement for Windows if you want to do Windows layout. I think by default it comes with the Mac layout, and then they give you extra bump on feet, extra gaskets, and some extra screws. So I think that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave that stuff in there. But now for the main event, Oh, they have a start guide in here too. Kind of wedged at the bottom. That doesn't need to come out, but there's a start guide, there's a starter guide or a quick start guide in there if you need it. We're not going to need anything else that's in here, so I'm going to throw this away. It's a pretty nice box. If you're not one to keep boxes, I would say feel free to throw it away. But if you're one that like may, oh, Merry Christmas. Oh snap! What's happening? Was there a raid? Oh, Alex! Oh man, I was just. Oh my god, my volume is so loud. Holy smokes! What's up, Derek? Hello. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to keep up. What's up, Alex? Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Thank you all for the follows. That desk mat is fire. I missed out on the what is that? The Summit 65, the Gundam edition. Sit desk mat, yeah. Okay, must go now. I need to clean and take care. All right, Alex, thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Hello. Hopefully I do you justice and welcome in everyone. We are looking at the, well, you probably can see it in the other view. Love the Gundam enthusiast. Yeah. The Keychron Q60. This keyboard kind of flew under the radar for me. Because Keychron usually does it. I know they're like churning out keyboards right now. So I'm a sucker for a really nice HHKB layout. So whenever one becomes available, I'm all about it. So for Keychron to release one, and I know Keychron does a pretty good job at like initial boards or like a enthusiast style custom keyboard, I wanted to take a look. But everybody, thank you for coming in. Yo, F1 fan too. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Yep. I guess I should really just quickly introduce myself for all of you that are here and that are new. And again, Alex, thank you so much. I appreciate it, dude. My name is Robert. I go by Emery here on Twitch. If you look at my channel's history, I play a lot of Destiny, but as of late, and probably the last year, my main focus has been like custom keyboards. I build Gunpla. I just started getting into Lego stuff. That's where you see this guy. But I'm also an F1 fan, hence the F1 car. But Gunpla, or keyboards, Gunpla. I'm getting into Legos. That's kind of where the channel will be mainly focused. Looks dope. Appreciate it. I play too much Destiny. Oh my god, hold on. Now I'm curious. I haven't checked in a while. No, I didn't want to start the game. No, don't do it. That's, oh god, that's habit. I wanted to look at my playtime. Stop. I want to stop. Is this total playtime? I don't know if this is total playtime, but on the library page, I have played 2,802 hours. And that's just on PC. And I played a lot of Destiny 2 on PS4 before it came out, before I transitioned to PC. 4K hours in D2 day. I also own too much Legos. Expensive, don't do it. But that's the thing though, right? Like the moment you jump into a hobby, like you're just like, you don't realize how full on that rabbit hole goes till it's too late. Are you gonna get the Atom keyboard? Yes, that I actually have that. I have that on the way. and I'm hoping to take a look at it. I'm actually like, I've actually been trying to think if there's a way that I can like go to the Lego store and like just grab a ton of different pieces and see if I can do things with the kit and like try to make it my own, I guess. So I have plans for that keyboard, but yes, I am planning on looking at the Atom keyboard. But to everybody that is here, hello and welcome. Holy crap. Again, Alex, thank you so much. I know you had stepped away. I apologize because I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with all the follows, but I can try to run through it really quick. Again, Alex, thank you for the raid. Holy crap. Halorun, Bgioa, Ariel. No, there's no way. There's too many. But thank you so much, everybody. I hope you do something with it with actual Legos, bro. That is the plan. Yeah, well, my plan is to like stop by the Lego store and just grab a bunch of different, like, I don't know like if they sell like just loose, I guess, bricks, but that's the plan. And then yeah, try to do something neat with it. But I guess I should hop back to what I was doing. But so we have the Keychron Q60. Like I said, this keyboard kind of flew under the radar. I was looking through, I do this thing, and I'm sure a lot of you that are here, I might be getting something Lego related for Christmas too. Ooh, nice. Is like I will go through, I'll do like this, like I said, a handful of you may or may not do this, but I'll pull up like all the keyboard places that I haven't been to in a long time, and then I'll just go through and check to see what they have. And like, I don't know if any of you all have been to Keychron's website recently, but if you just go under the custom keyboard section, like, I didn't realize half of these keyboards that were here existed. Same thing with the V series. So like to see all these keyboards and like I'm happy that Keychron is doing this because it gives a lot of us in the enthusiast market, whether you're new or existing, like a place to go to just check out stuff to see what, you know, places are up to. But I thought that was crazy, and then I came across this board, and I realized that it hadn't come out yet, like they hadn't released it, and I was like, well, I'll keep an eye on it. I put my name on the, like, you know, let me know when it releases. And I did it. And I went ahead and ordered it. And I was literally just about to take it out of the packaging when everybody showed up. But I will also take this time to say, for a lot of you that are here for the first time, I hope you enjoy, and I hope I can keep you all entertained to the best of my ability. I am a simple man. But that's it. Their verbiage or like marketing is a unique and retro 60% layout. Varian, hello. Where did you get the desk mat? I think I got this from, is it KP Republic? Is that the website? Yeah. Although I don't know if they still sell it. But I got it from KP Republic. So this is silly, but how do you cope without the Windows button? Do you have it layers? I just ordered this bare bones because I just saw your stream. How nice. Well, hello. Yeah, so for me, I personally, like, I do this for all my keyboards, and this is primarily because I guess I'm a Mac productivity user. Oh, what is that? No, go back. That looked cool. I just want to see what that is. Yeah, but KP Republic is where I got the desk mat. I will take the, I'm used to the Mac layout where like the Windows button technically in a Mac layout is the buttons right next to the spacebar. So like all my keyboards, like to actuate or to hit the Windows button is just the, what I guess would be normally the Alt key. And I just flip them. That's just easy for me. But let me get this out of the way. Oh man, wait, there's people here. I've never been able to do this. So the goal of tonight's stream is to test this out. Color's so nice. I know. Like for reference, if anybody's curious, I thought it was going to be closer to the HHKB, but this is definitely Yo, Bartleby, what's up? What's going on, dude? Thank you for the resub. This is the keyboard that started it all for me. It wasn't until recently where I was actually able to get this. The HHKB was my original endgame keyboard. Like, and then I told somebody about it and they laughed and they're like, there is no endgame. But it's got a far chunkier chin down here at the bottom, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. It does give a very like retro feel for sure. Yo, what up, Draco? But this was kind of my keyboard for reference. If anybody's curious of side profile, I'm also a sucker for like rectangle on wedge. There we go. If anybody's curious about the back, the port is, I believe it's on a daughter board. I can't remember, but we'll see when we open it up. But it is on the left hand side, and there's a Win and Mac option. Oh god, Destiny 2 Pyramid Run. You had a new follower and didn't say hi. No, there's so many. There were so many. I'm gonna try to run through it really quick, and I apologize ahead of time because I am really bad about pronouncing names. Is it aluminum or plastic? This is aluminum. Wise Donkey, thank you for the follow and welcome to the channel. I'm Milk13, thank you for the follow, welcome to the channel. Derek Mick Clackhead, what a name, that's amazing. Welcome to the channel, thank you for the follow. Old Man Todd, thank you for the follow, welcome. Got Goodies, thank you for the follow, welcome to the channel. Ricky, oh my god, thank you for the follow. Lightning Jr., thank you for the follow. Kono, thank you for the follow. Beige Lad, thank you for the follow. Hayek Cup, thank you for the follow. Sporky Forky, man, your names are so great. Thank you for the follow. Bubber Lab, thank you for the follow. A lot of Liam, thank you for the follow. Oh, this is the name I hit the other time, so I wasn't too far off. Chic Churro or Chick Churro? No, please, I apologize if I mispronounce. Rikyo, thank you for the follow. Hasta la vista 02, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, guys and gals. Thank you so much. And then this is the front of the board. The one thing about Keychron boards is they don't hide those screws. They're all the same color. But this is, I wish I had a scale. I don't, I do have a scale. I feel like I'm about to feel like Teja. Hold on. 1,540 grams. 41. Man, that's pretty heavy, man. That's pretty wild. For comparison, this is the QK60. 1,354 grams. So this thing's pretty heavy. Wait, double desk pads. So I get lazy. And I feel like hey, okay. It's like, how do I turn you off? It's actually 3 desk pads right now. If anybody's curious what I'm rocking at the moment. This is a custom one. I did this through a website. So if anybody that plays Destiny is probably familiar with this picture. Double desk matter bus, yeah. But it's the prophecy dungeon. Somebody did artwork. And I never I never promoted or try to do photos with it because it's obviously not my artwork. But I was like, man, I got to turn that into a desk mat. So I took the image and turned it into a desk mat. It was going to be 4. I jumped on one of the desk mats that Teja did, his recent one. But I haven't gone out to the mailbox to go get it. All right. So this has... Where are my things? I got this with their Pro Browns. Yo, Mazen, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hello. What are the switches they put in here? Gateron G Pro Red, or I'm sorry, G Pro Brown switches. I'm planning on putting these in a build. I need to actually go lube them. You know what's funny is these are my first set of Cherry MX Browns. I know Glarsis started that whole thing, but let's be honest, they're not that bad. They're not bad. I like them a lot, actually. Or just from what I've used so far. But I have, because shoes got me messed up, man. Wise Donkey, hello. The cotton candy switches. Ooh. Maybe I'll try them in this board. What do we think, chat? I had a plan. I was originally I have lubed ice candy switches. Ignore all the writing on these because they're all real wrong. Welcome everyone. Yes, thank you, Draco. If anybody's curious, and what is the thing that Jarvis likes to say? Hashtag always be plugging. Oh, Draco, you beat me to it. But I do have an Instagram where I've just recently picked up starting streaming again. This is my push into 2023. At the moment, I am streaming once a week on Saturday evenings, just like you caught me today. I am over time probably going to try to ramp that up, but trying to do it respectfully to both myself, for my mental health and well-being, and for my family, because I got a normal job and that pays the bills. But I do want to cover keyboard stuff because it's a passion of mine. Yeah, don't burn out. No, 100%. I learned that the hard way. The front half of last year, I destroyed myself. I got this really good schedule, and it was stream, make video, stream, edit video, push video out on YouTube, stream, make video. It was I was No, it pays your keyboard bill. That's true. That is true. You're not wrong. But I was on this really and at first it was really good. Like I was feeling it. Like, and then I got to this point where I started like leaning more towards like I want to be a far better like quality when putting these videos together, and I just wasn't hitting the number, or what I wasn't hitting the time that I wanted to put into it. And I like the end of this year has just been like me trying to like build myself back up to kind of get back into the swing of things. So for now it's Saturday evenings, and going from there, going to like, we'll see how it goes. Like, you know, I want to try to help promote the hobby that I appreciate, the hobbies that I appreciate a lot, in my spare time. So we'll see. You'll be watching for a little bit. All right, Draco, thank you so much. I hope it went well. But I'm gonna leave it to the folks that are here or are interested. So I have, these are lubed and filmed cotton candy switches. They're a light tactile switch. This was a Shoob's recommendation, or at least from a video that I had watched from his. And then these are lubed. They're not filmed because the tolerances are super tight, but these are lubed ice candy switches that are fairly broken in. These are linears. These are light tactiles. Lubed, eh? Oh man, yeah. Can only have it one way. Do all of them. The chaos. That's great. So I'll set these aside for now. But I guess in the meantime, what we probably should do is I'm just gonna do like a quick typing test of the key. Oh my god, I was about to call it. Well, I was about to call it the Keychron Q60. I don't know what I was gonna call it, but the Keychron Q60 in its stock form. So I've literally just taken this out of the box, and I would love to hear it myself typing on it for the first time and get the opinion of everybody here to see what you all think. So let's do this. We're gonna pause the music. Wait, where is my where are you? There you are. Sheesh. We're gonna go here. I need to figure out an alternative mic solution so I don't always have to like reposition this microphone, but I mean, work with what you got, right? Filters. Turn this off. All right, so this is the, again, Keychron Q60 Gateron Pro Browns, stock out of box, no mods. That's not bad. That's not too bad. It the spacebar needs work. I don't know if anyone heard the spacebar at all, but I think out of box, like if anybody was like, I need a good keyboard, I'd be like, yeah, this is good. It sounds good. I have no complaints. don't know if you guys can see this, but like I have, as you already know, 3 desk mats, so it's already like anything I type on is gonna look flexy. But do you guys see that? Like, this is like hardly any pressure. Do you see all that flex? I know this says it has like a double gasket system, but golly, like I could see it while I was typing. Like, that was wild. All right, so the plan is I'm gonna tune the stabilizers a little bit, and I have yet to use these in a build properly. That bounce, right? It's crazy. Hold on, let me go back to this. You'd be able to see it, like. Look at that. And that's in the center of the board with hardly any pressure. If I come out here, that's crazy. I'm making an executive decision. We're gonna go with the cotton candy switches. But I probably won't hesitate to try at least. Actually, I'm curious. Nah, well, we'll wait. I don't want to get too far into the. And then we have a couple choices for keycaps, because I would love to see what this is like with some GMK keycaps. My heart was originally going to go with this because I think it would look really good with the board. What is that? The Sakira, oh my god, how do you pronounce that? Sarika 2, the run 2 of it. Also, for those of you who have seen the new trays for GMK, I would love to also get your impressions of that. So it's those or GMK Awaken. Does anyone have a preference? For those that are unsure, so these are the new GMK boxes. So it comes like this, and it still has these. I don't know what the name of the material is for which alphas on the Awaken. Oh, it's with the sub legends. It's the Neo Tokyo kit. But I figured these initially because I thought they would look good on this board, but it probably wouldn't look bad. The color is definitely brighter, but the trays would look better. But I'm curious about Awaken. Yeah, the contrast is why I thought the Awaken might be cool. But the new trays are definitely slimmer. But if you get add-ons, like I guess depending on how many add-ons you get, they won't all fit in the box. Unlike the original trays where you could kind of tuck them underneath and then slide it into the thing, which is why like I personally did with all my GMK sets. I got like, it doesn't lock, but it's open like this. And then like for the sake of like I cut out a piece of the box so it's inside, so I knew which keycap set would go in these boxes if I had to take them all out. But I think this looks cleaner overall on my shelf, but also, oh my god, like these new trays from KBD fans, like these things are great. Oh, I don't know if anybody's seen these. Like these are awesome. They are selling them like just separately, but they're pretty expensive by themselves. But the sets they're coming with it's really nice. I'm getting distracted. Oh my god. There we go. They look nice. Yeah. All right, so that was well, get in the box. So that's these guys. Oh my god. All right. I promise I will be more professional or do better in the future. If anybody's curious about the Awakens set, here's what they look like. I will admit, and I don't think the camera is gonna pick it up. You like the frosted black looks, or the frosted look looks good. These are a little bit. For some reason, I thought these were. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's basically the color of the keycap itself is like a navy. This might be better actually. No, it's not really. It's definitely more of like a navy color, like a deep navy color. And for some reason I thought it was going to be more of a black, but helicopter fluffy. Yeah, it's based on like cyberpunk. Wake up samurai. God, these trays. Be better. All right, cool. Yeah, so we can mull over it. It doesn't have to be, the decision doesn't need to be made now, but I did see a vote for the Serica, so I might lean that way. I think it'll look cleaner, but again, I was curious about Awaken because I think the contrast would look cool. All right. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take these keycaps off and try to take the switches out. The last time I worked on a Keychron keyboard, the switches, some of the switches I like destroyed trying to take out of the keyboard because they just didn't want to come out of the plate for some reason. Waited 2 years for that set. So I'm still waiting for, what set am I waiting for? KBD fans. I think that's the only, no, that's not true. At one point I don't know if anybody is familiar with Trello, but I had a Trello board, or I still have it, but it's not, I don't fill it out anymore. But yeah, so I had a Trello board of like, whoops, stuff that I like was ordering. Oh, GMK dual shot is the only other GMK set I'm waiting for, but EPBT ramen, I don't know if anybody ordered that set. The last time I updated it, that it was supposed to be like already, was in July of last year, and it is far from that. Cat Mizu. But but I've at this point, what I've started doing is I'll go somewhere like Desk Hero and I'll just put pre-orders in for keycap sets as they get closer to release. So that way I don't have to like feel like I'm forced. I don't get hit by the FOMO when a set drops initially, and then I can kind of make a better educated decision later on, and then order it for pre-order. Like right now I'm considering doing a pre-order through Desk Hero for GMK Analog Round 2, because I didn't get it the first time, and like, but now I'm like, yeah, I want to get it. But the plan for, depending on, so there's supposed to be a couple boards that are, there are a couple, I have 2 boards that are on the way. I think it's the Trio 60 from Percent Studios, and then the Hex 4B. And depending on which one he gets here first, will vary on which one we do. But those are the next 2 boards that I plan to be looking at. So if anybody's interested in those boards and wants to check those streams out, that should be next week Saturday. If I get neither of those boards before then, because that's also a possibility because of where they're shipping from, I will probably be working on Gunpla. So if anybody's interested to check out that could be happening. But if you follow me on my Twitter, that's where I'll post if I am, like, what I'm planning on doing or what I plan to do. So that is where I would check. Bok Choi, thank you for the follow. Hello and welcome. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I say this often. Also, happy holidays for anybody that celebrates it for this weekend. I know Alex isn't here, but if I could hug him, I would. And I would probably send him a very, like, heartfelt, gushing message post-stream. But I know the community that he's helped foster in keyboards has been very, like, inspirational to me as like a aspiring content creator and things of that nature. So yeah, for everybody that's coming over from there, I appreciate you, I welcome you, and hopefully I can keep you entertained, because I am erotic message. I welcome you to the chat. Yo, these are coming out so much easier. I don't know if anybody's ever worked on a Keychron keyboard before, but I built a Q2 for my wife for work with silent switches, which she loves. I went up there recently and just typed on it just to see how it was doing, just as an inspection, and her spacebar needs some work, or needs some love, because it's been a minute since it got built, but it sounds so good and she loves it a lot. What is your favorite grade in Gunpla? Ooh, I think my favorite when it's done is real grade. My favorite to build, though, is high grade. I'm a sucker for the 144th scale, because like my first introduction to Gundam was Gundam Wing, and that's like back in the day when I grew up. All the action figures you got were around that scale, so like I'm just a sucker for that particular size of kit. Ooh, Endless Waltz. Your shelter is secure. Oh my god, I get goosebumps every time. Ralina Peacecraft is down here. Oh man, I'll never forget when he says that. And oh, what's her name? Marimea looks over to Ralina and she's just like she's got her eyes closed. She's like, oh my god, he's gonna kill everybody. He doesn't care. My first was Heavy Arms Custom. So good. I have a oh no, well, it's like that kit that's based off of the Endless Waltz in Wing Gundam real grade. This was like one of my first real grades I put together. and I dig it a lot. The wings are so cool. I don't know. Do I have... does the other shot... Hold on, let's see. I don't want to blind you all with... Oh, it doesn't show it. Above me on this top shelf is all the kits that I've built. Or at least the ones that I've built and I want to show off anyways. Have you built the new real grade wing? It's funny you asked that. So, oh god, wrong view. All right. So if we don't do a keyboard stream next week, this is the real grade 00 riser is a kit I already started. But the real grade Wing Gundam is the kit that I plan to do after that. So glad to have been introduced to your stream. Love your interest and vibe. Hey, Flexi MS, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. But these are the two kits I plan to build next. Super excited for this one because this hits me like all the nostalgia just looking at that Gundam. But this is one I've already started. And then after that I have a real grade. I have a real grade unicorn right here at the bottom to build. Those are the plans. I'm going to take it slow and steady so as to not get burnt out. And have fun while I'm doing it. Some of those builds I would assume are probably going to take a long time. Oh my god, I forgot. Hold on. Can you guys see it from this angle? Oh, right here. In this top left-hand corner is the real grade Evangelion Unit 00. I meant to build it. Oh no, I don't understand why that doesn't work. I have that command set up and it's like alias blah 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 blah. So the keyboard we're building tonight, because Nightbot doesn't want to behave, is the Keychron Q60. Oh, you're over here. So here's the Owl Labs keyboard that I feel like doesn't get any love anymore, but it's the one I feel like started it all. But the Voice 65, I did a rebuild of this board with Evangelion themed switches. Got my little sticker down here. But the plan was to build that kit with it as well. Yeah, like this board, this was like, I like this one because of the knob that you could get here. A little like scroll wheel style knob I thought was really cool. Just built a 00 riser as my first Gunpla build was quite a challenge. Yeah, that's, I'm like, I've got one leg done and I did that like months ago. And I haven't touched it since. I've built a few high grade kits since then. It's a chunky, right, in terms of like the size of a kit. Some other stuff. These are all future switches that I plan to use. Put this guy right here. These switches need a home. Here's your knife. Yeah, so this guy. I bought it shortly after watching Evangelion. I watched all I watched the whole series and then watched the first movie. And I think, no, not the second movie. I watched the first movie. For the love of all that Like, this holy. If you don't want your brain to hurt from watching an anime, don't watch Evangelion. But if you do and you want to have like a really thought-provoking like experience, that it's definitely something to check out. Watching it is an experience as much as it is a cool anime to watch. I don't have leftover switches. All right. Oh, that's interesting. So the stems for the spacebar are a different color. Like, you can just see it looking at it like that. So the stems on the enter and the shift are gray, but the stems on the spacebar are white. Did Keychron just release? Haven't heard of it. Yes, they just released. Well, I like to say they just. Man, I hope I'm the first one covering this board, because that means a lot to me, actually. So I don't know when they announced this board, but it was orderable, I think, a week or a week and a half ago. And it's on their website. Let me pull it back up. I believe it's still orderable. Yes, it is. The Keychron Q60 QMK custom mechanical keyboard. You can get it fully assembled or bare bones. If you already have a ton of keycaps and switches, I would probably recommend going the bare bones route. But they only have the retro color. But yeah, I saw this. So for those that are just jumping in or just or just tuning in, I mentioned this at the top of the stream, but I don't know how many of you do this. But like every end of the month or every couple of weeks, I do this keyboard dump in my brain. Like, let me pull up all the websites I haven't been to in a long time, and I'm going to go through and check to see what's new or if there's anything I've missed. And I was on Keychron's website, and I was just looking at all the boards they have, and they have a ton of different custom keyboard options. And I came across the Q60, and I was like, did this already get sold? I was like, or is this new? Because I want one. Because I love the HHKB layout. So, but yeah, it just got released, or just got it just became available for sale. I think, like I said, like last week or a week and a half ago. Because they're pretty quick about, once you ordered it, shipping it to you. So. Oh, I don't know if I said this already. Fluxy M5, thank you for the follow. Bok Choi, thank you for the follow. I think I said that one already. I am Ko Enashi, thank you for the follow. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm probably gonna say this 100 times, and I know Alex isn't here, but thank you so much. A gem of a human being. I say that to him every time I post something that he posts. The girthy breakfast meat. Thank you for the follow. All right, so these definitely weren't difficult to take out like the Q2 was. Like, I broke some switches taking switches out of that board. I don't know if because the tolerance for the plate was too tight or something, but yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare to get those switches out, which is why you probably would want to do it this way anyways, normally, but I was originally going to take the case apart and then try to pull it all apart, but anyways. All right, so we got that taken apart. This takes a pretty big Allen wrench sized screwdriver. Just making sure I don't, because sometimes that's too small. That looks too big. Feels like too small. Oh, this one? Probably. No. Man. Oh, there we go. Ah, where's my screwdriver? Where'd it be? Oh. All right, so we're gonna take this apart. If anybody that again is just tuning in was curious, I did do a typing test of this board at the shortly after we took it out of the box. So I'll try to do my best to, unless somebody's already made a clip, make a clip of it and post it, or have it here on the channel and post it to my Twitter post stream as well, just so folks can have a comparison of it sounded pretty good. The spacebar still needs some TLC, but it sounded pretty good out of the box. Something that if you weren't comfortable with how to upgrade a computer and you were just looking for something that maybe one day if you felt frisky you have the option to upgrade later, it's good out of the box. There was just some ticking and from the spacebar, but that was about it, which is pretty good nowadays, versus versus what keyboards used to look like. But oh, interesting. Okay. Oh shoot, look at that. Oh, so okay, they do their own tape mod now. Look at that. All right, cool. So there's a lot of things happening here. So they've got small gaskets. Shout out to Keyboard for the, so they put in small gaskets to do a force break mod. Love that. They did their own tape. They did their own tape mod. So there is a tape sheet on the back of this. So that's dope. And it's got a daughter board, which is why that flex seemed to be so ridiculous. That's a lot out of the box. Whoa, look at these gaskets. No wonder it's so flexy. I don't even know if I can show that properly. Look at that. So the PCB obviously is here in the center, and then there we go. Look how thick those are. That's wild. I knew they were doing something interesting with this board. And for those that are not huge on foam, this is also really cool too. There's no foam in the bottom. A lot of resonance in the bottom case, but again, the force break mod helps with that. So no foam at the bottom. There's no under PCB foam. It's just literally tape mod. The only foam that's in this board is just PCB foam. There's no PE foam. So to get that sound that we got earlier with just tape mod, and I like how the hobby pushes really far out what is, I guess, acceptable, or what's because obviously a lot of this is all preference, right? What I've seen in the last couple months is people pulling back. Well, they have been for a while, pulling away from the foams. So we're going in the other direction. But yeah, that's really cool. So if you wanted to, you could do things you could get the PE or the switch pads if you wanted to, but from experience so far, I don't really think that's necessary. They're very liberal with the lube here. So the only, man, I don't really have to do much here. They did so much work already. I'm just gonna move this out of the way for the moment. That's wild. Okay. But it also makes me kind of happy because it just kind of shows like how the hobby evolves effectively over time. Where is my paintbrush? Hello? I'm like shouting at my desk. This is my XZBD brush. Where is my paintbrush? Oh. Strange. Wait a minute, hold on. I was recently lubing switches. Where did those go? Chat, I lost everything. I'm genuinely confused. Oh, wait. Never mind, I found it. I was about to go crazy. I was about to be like, I was like, there's no way. All right. So a couple things we're gonna do here. We're gonna plug the butt. I want to get like a, I can't remember the gentleman's name from Star Trek, but I want to get a sound bite where it's like every time I like say something like that, where it's like lube or plug the butt, where I could just hit a button and say, oh my, just for the people that weren't expecting it. Although everybody that's here is familiar with that process, or I would imagine so. So I'm not, hey, I'm not surprising anyone, hopefully. All right. But for anyone, and this is like the Bob Ross in me that I like to explain this kind of stuff. For those who are not familiar with this process, I'm basically going to take, this is Krytox 205, which it looks like is what they've used here already. But I'm just going to apply it towards the rear end of the stems here to kind of plug the butt, but to help around the wires in the stabilizers. But I don't want to do too much because I learned recently that I did this and I did a lot. Oh no, like that. Oh no, I'm making a mess. Excuse me. That was probably too much. These must be new stabilizers too, or like their own thing maybe, because there's not hold up. Oh, that's weird. I don't think I've ever seen an enter key where the stabilizers are opposite of the shift key. George Taki, yes. It just feels appropriate. Because I have a lot of friends who, like, and I hope there are people out there that can relate, where, like, you are the keyboard person in your group of friends, and everybody's like, why are you the way you are? I'm like, why can't I be the way I am? Won't you love me? And then you're just kind of like, you keep waiting for your time where someone's like, I want a custom keyboard. Can you help me out? And then you start offering suggestions and tell them what they should look into. And they're like, oh, okay. And then nothing. It's like they almost fear you. Then you're like, whoops, I went too hard. For those again that are curious, I am applying some of that Krytox to the sides of the stems here to help with reduced friction. Let me hit that side up one more time. New. Oh my god. I did this for a board recently, and it without having to take it completely apart, and it turned out pretty good. So might be worth making a tutorial about it, I guess. Something I'll keep that in mind. Oh hush. Oh no. I just realized I did not take the spacebar switch out. It's strange. I could see how though. No. There we go. Cool. Alright, so we've done that. Hopefully that should shore up our spacebar. Literally me for real, yeah. It's like, I don't know. Like, it stinks because I was having this conversation. I don't my friend Draco, I don't know if he's still here or not, but like somebody will be like, hey, I was looking at this, and you look at what they're considering, and you almost know almost immediately that there's probably something else out there that can meet what they're looking for, like quality wise, for the same amount of money, or if not a little bit more. And just in doing that sometimes can be enough to like be like, oh well, okay, I guess. And it's like, no, that's not what I meant. I'm just trying to be helpful. Although one of my friends recently, I did convince them to pick up a QK75, which that is another board that I'm planning on doing some coverage of. If not in a YouTube video, at least in a streaming format. But I'm pretty sure by the time I get mine, a lot of other people will have theirs. But hey, you know, if I have earned anyone's here's trust enough to get a return visit, that will be plenty for me. That's the folks that have stayed and I've gotten to know over the years as I've been trying, like, on again, off again, like trying to do content creation, like, have been some of my greatest friends. And I hope to do that with some of you here. That is the plan. The other thing I want to do is I want to go to a keyboard meetup. I have never been to a keyboard meetup. QK75 looks good, or looks to be good. Value for money. Yeah, I also did the, I would agree 100%. Also too, if anyone did the, bundle with the switches and the keycaps, like QK, like no, switches everywhere. QK's like Qwerty Keys and Owl Labs is like, how can we like make this, how can we continue to disrupt this particular market? And like every time they put out a board, it's like banger after banger, at least in my opinion, in terms of like moving the hobby forward, because they're not just like creating keyboards, they're also innovating along the way, or like adding increased value to, like you said, what was it, like value for money. Yeah, like what you're getting, what you pay for and what you get back is insane. Just went to my first key meet earlier this month. Had a blast trying other people's boards. Thing out. Yo, right? That sounds amazing. And like it's funny, so right towards like what I would like to think of as like the my first real huge attempt to do content creation, but it was more in like the gaming space versus like I was doing some keyboard stuff, but not as much. I went to TwitchCon 2019 in San Diego and got to go to Teja's booth. And man, I wish I could go back and relive that day. I didn't get to meet Teja. He wasn't there at the time. Like I think he was somewhere else in the building, but like he had a couple boards out that he had built and I got to test them, and man, I wish I could go back and like relive typing on those keyboards, because you don't get, like, having had just joined the hobby and not really understanding what's going on, and like I'm like, oh, this is nice, but you don't realize what you're actually typing on. It's like that lack of appreciation. Oh, and just as a reminder for those that are curious, we are switching out the Gatoron, the Gatoron Pro Browns that came with the board for lubed and filmed cotton candy switches that were lubed and filmed from, I think they're called lubed, Loob. Yeah, lubed switches. Heist. This is where I got them from. Also, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't know if anybody actually cares, but I do like to say that, like, up, like, as when I can, because I don't, like, I know there's people out there that are like, oh, you're only saying this because XYZ. Nobody has given me any of this stuff. It has all been bought with my own money. But for those that don't know, Lubed Switches is a site where they... Oh, that's a nice cable. No, go back. They lube and they'll lube the switches for you. It does, you know, come at a premium, but you know, the idea is... Oh, dang. They got some nice cables in here. They got Lemo cables. I have one. Like, dang, this place is nice. Sorry, I'm geeking out over here. So I guess I should show you guys that would be important. One thing I didn't expect was I found light tactiles pretty nice. Cherry MX Browns don't at me. Oh no, Bok Choy, I don't know if you were here earlier. I have, I'm in the middle. I haven't. I say I'm in the middle, but I've only lubed one. I have like my first set of MX Browns in a long time. Like some of the boards I had with them, I threw them away a long time ago, but they were also soldered into those boards. But like these are I'm gonna put these in an end game board at some point, because I appreciate like tactile switches. I did this thing and I'm sure again a lot of you can relate, where I joined the hobby and like, oh, my voice cracked. I joined the hobby and I didn't like linear switches, and I got really like, I experienced the Holy Panda switch, and I was really into like hard tactile switches. And then I went all the way to the other side, and I really liked linear switches. I still like linear switches. And then I finally landed in the middle and was a big fan of like tactile switches. that's been my journey so far. So right now, like my favorite types of switches are either light tactiles or a really, not a poppy linear switch, but a switch that sits probably in between like an epsilon switch and a green jacket switch. Although the Tomo I have has lubed green jacket switches, and I like them a lot. The only thing I've experienced from ordering switches from lube, is it lube switches? Is that the name of it? They're just called lubed. Is the pins, because they put them in this bag, they ship them in that bag, and they have like a little, it's almost like they treat it like candy, because there's like a little cardstock thing stapled to the bag. I'm like, oh, it's kind of cute. But then the pins of the switches are all bent because they just came in the bag that, you know, there's nothing to really protect them, so they get smushed up. But just to come back here, so yeah, cotton candy switch, you can purchase the switch through them. Please go to the thing. There we go. You can either get them stock or lubed and filmed. Now, doing it lubed and filmed will raise the price. Right now it looks like they're out of stock either, but you can order it just stock and they'll send it to you that way. I will admit this bag was supposed to be stock, but they sent them to me lubed and filmed. So I don't know if I just got lucky, but at the same time, like, I feel bad because that means somebody did a whole lot of extra work that they probably didn't need to do. I was on the opposite. I started with U4s, tried Oil Kings, wasn't really feeling it, and now I'm loving green jackets. Looking to get some light tactiles in the future. 2 tactile switches, or I guess light tactile switches. I would one I would definitely recommend, if you can get a hold of them, are the Corsa switches from Bolsa Supply. I have these in an Alice board and they sound so good. They're so good, and it's like that, like they label it, it's like that Ferrari red. Ooh, man, this is a nice looking switch. If I can get it to focus. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So that's the switch I would recommend. A switch that just came out that I have. I guess I could have tried it in this board, but I think I'm planning to save it for next week, is Black Jackets. They're a tactile switch from KNC that are also supposed to be a light tactile switch. Because I was actually going to pull the trigger on a set of tactile green jackets, but then I saw that they were coming out with these, and I just bought these instead. So yeah, KNC. These do sound nice. It's a long pole light tactile switch, which is probably going to have its own benefits, but yeah. But yeah, if I had to make a recommendation for 2 switches to consider, it would be the Corsa switches, or I haven't tried them in a board yet, but I like the green jackets, so I'm assuming the black jackets will probably be just as nice. The other thing I was going to say was, oh man, I lost it. I had it and I lost it. Nope. I don't think it's going to come back. Cool. I take this time again, to share, if anybody's curious, socials. I didn't spell that right every time. There we go. I have an Instagram where I take photos of the keyboards and stuff that I build. Gunpla will be on there in the future, and probably Legos. I haven't done any shorts yet, but I think I might start dabbling into that in the future, especially with typing tests, because I feel like those can be pretty popular there, or at least something that recommends you go look at a typing test. But I also have a YouTube where I'm planning to upload content in the future. Now I'm primarily more built for live viewing, because that's what I'm used to. I will say, for those of you who work on YouTube content or are a YouTuber, man, props to you, because the work it takes to edit and things of that nature is, you know, that is some hard work. So props to those out there that do it. I guess I could zoom in. I always say that, like I could probably go in a little bit more. But I will also take this time to say happy holidays to those who partake for this weekend. And also thank you just in general for folks that are hanging out this evening with me, because you could literally be anywhere else or doing anything else on the internet, but the fact that you're chilling and hanging out with me, whether I'm on in the background or you're like invested in watching, like that's huge to me. And thank you again to everybody tonight for all the follows. That's also huge. I have not personally looked at my numbers in a long time. I don't know where I sit, but I do know. Nope, that's a page. Oh, is it already closed? Oh, I guess I closed it. I'll worry about it later. I probably should set a number, a goal for myself of where I want to be at next year, and or like a sub number if I want to think about it that way. But I'm not really worried about sub numbers right now. Followers are plenty, because more eyeballs is always healthy. All right, we're almost done. The number of pins in here that were bent was kind of wild. All right, and we're gonna go with the Therica round 2. Oh man, I wish I had something to put these in. My desk is gonna be messy. It's fine. Let's zoom back out. Whoop. Come over here. No. Oh god. When your brain's thinking too hard about what you want to do. Just put that there for now. All right. I want you guys to see it, because that's what's important. This view is far I need to adjust, because this camera is a smidge closer to like true color than the overhead camera. It is, yes. Is it pronounced, is it Serica? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. think that's how Alex pronounces it. Yeah, that's what it like. It took me a minute because for some reason when I read the box initially, my brain was thinking it was spelled a different way and pronounced something completely different, and I like genuinely looked at the box and I was like, "Wait, how do you say this?" Cool. Did I get? I did, or did I not? I guess I didn't. I thought I got extras with this kit, but I guess I didn't. I did not. That is okay. How do I want to do this? We'll come back to it. I'm going to do all the alphas first. Dun, 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 dun. Come back over here. Although that view might be just a tad too bright. It does feel like it was a little bit harsh on the eyes. And that's just me looking at it. Because there aren't any colored bars. No, they're not. Okay. This is one of those keycap sets when I first joined the hobby. So I started keyboard stuff just to give everyone like a snapshot of like where I come from in my background in keyboards. 2018. Alpha's almost the same. Yeah, they're it's close. It's like this is almost a bit it's like somebody took the brightness of this color and just smidged it down. But I think like when it's all together, because these keycaps match the case. Oops. And like that's what these two, I guess I should, my brain OCD. So like this is the this is the difference in colors for those keycaps. But I think if somebody was walking by and was like, and saw the keyboard on a desk, you probably wouldn't notice any. You would assume they were meant to go together in passing. All right. I don't know. So I tried to, I say I tried, but I did. I started a series 2 streams ago where I kind of break down like what is the most affordable build of a keyboard that you can do, and that can vary from person to person. I don't know where I did with that board. It's hiding somewhere. But it didn't turn out too bad, but it's definitely something I want to revisit. Okay. I always like to no, I want to choose my own inspiration, but I think I'm going to stick with black here and here. Or no. Oh, I know what I want to do. These 4 corners are going to have the colors. I have another board that's like that, and it pleases the crap out of my brain. It'd have to be black. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, we'll do it like this then. We'll do that there, and this goes here. There we go. This is a 7U spacebar probably. Everything else I wish I had a neat artisan that could go with this. That's the other thing I need to start looking. So how did your keep your oh I got I got distracted. So 2018, the first mechanical keyboard that I saw or that like piqued my interest was from the Kono. You could get it on the Kono store. I don't know if it's still there. Was it like the White Fox? Yeah, the White Fox mechanical keyboard. It was the first mechanical keyboard I had ever seen. Or not ever seen, but like one of the first I had seen that piqued my interest in the hobby. Boy, did I learn that this was not favorable shortly after joining the hobby in terms of like a build. I never actually got this keyboard, but I ended up getting an Pro 2. That was my first mechanical keyboard. And then from there, I got keycaps from a couple different places. Then I started to learn. I did that thing, like, I think Glars has made a video about this, where like it's his friend or a brother or someone that's like, I want to build a mechanical keyboard, and then he goes searching for all these things he thinks look really cool, but they're either super expensive keyboards because they're on Mech Market, and they're, you know, it's somebody selling it after the fact because it's not available anymore, or it's like stuff that's just not available anymore because it was like the group buys ended years ago or something. And it took me a whole year to really understand that, to the point where like I was itching at the bit to like just get a custom mechanical keyboard, and I had yet to solder anything. And the first custom mechanical keyboard group buy I joined was what was it? It was the Cyber Voyager Space 65. And it was a solder build keyboard. And I waited a really long time for that keyboard, but at the same time, I also, like, when I got it, it just sat for the longest time because, is there not an FN keycap? Why is there not one? Oh, here it is. It just sat for a really long time because I didn't know how to solder yet, and I had to like teach myself how to do it. This looks like a command key. Because there's not, okay. I might switch this top keycap then. Do I have a... I don't. How's there not a yellow one? No, that's fine. No. But yeah, so that was that was kind of like where it all started, and then it just kind of started, like everyone else, I think you start to branch out from there. You like, there's that like hint of elitism because you're like, I'm exposed to this hobby, I understand it now, and then you realize you don't really understand it at all, and then you're like, okay, well maybe I don't know what I'm actually doing, and then you slowly start to like, you know, absorb content. Like somebody posts a video, like I tried the Holy Mod for the longest time, like all those things that people will recommend, that it's like, oh yeah, you know, this is something I need to do in my board, like absolutely, because it's hands down the best thing to do for your keyboard, kind of thing. And you know, kind of move through the space in that way. And that's, I guess that's mostly my journey through the hobby. Not anything like super crazy. I have had the chance to, or be fortunate enough, like with my work, to get my hands on like a handful of keyboards that I do like and enjoy. And, you know, I get to share that with people online. Now look at that. That's neat. You can kind of see, like, in this view how much lighter it is from the case, but in reality, like, it almost kind of looks like it's meant to be this way. Like, the case is almost supposed to take a backseat to whatever you lay across it. Also, flip spacebar gang, rise up. That's the oh yeah, this is so bright. Let me, where is it? This one, filters. Actually, I don't want to mess with it too much during stream. Maybe what I can actually do is turn my lights down. That's probably a better idea. No, that's not doing anything. That's fine. It's okay. That's what it looks like. Man, I still can't get over, like, can't really see it now in that picture, but like the amount of flex that you get from this keyboard. I'm trying to, like, yeah, like that. That's so what it is, it's like these two thick strips on like multiple points inside the board of like gasket material. Now, I would assume, like, if you don't necessarily want that, you can do things like, you probably could put some, like, an extra sheet of foam in there if you really wanted to just kind of cut down. But, like, I guess it really depends on how much flex you really want in a keyboard. But it's pretty cool. I think it looks rather nice. Oh, this is what I was gonna do earlier, just because I'm curious. So the Texie ice candy switches were the original switches I was gonna go with tonight. These are lubed and broken in, pretty heavily broken in, because I had them in a QK65 build for a long time. But I just wanted to see what it. Obviously, you all haven't heard the finished result of. Oh, that sounds good though. Oof. I've been dying to put these switches back in a board. I think I might save them for a build for a feature board that I have coming in. But these don't sound bad either. Alright, I guess I should let you all take a listen. That's how things work, right? So let's do this. We will hop over here. So this is the again the Keychron Q60, but this time it has been modded with, or the mods are, we just went ahead and we've tuned the stabilizers. Actually, that's really it. Taking it apart inside, there's no bottom case foam. There are gaskets to do a force brake mod that comes from Keychron directly, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So the only foam that's inside this board is PCB foam between the plate and the PCB. There's no PE sheet. The switches are cotton candy switches, light tactiles, lubed and filmed from Lube directly. and I guess we should give it a listen. Let's go bring up our microphone. Man, I should have this on a, I wonder if I can put this on a, I need to figure out how to put this on my little guy here so I don't have to keep going in here and turning it off. I'm sure I can do it. Right. Do that. The one thing I wish I could do for you guys is have the side-by-side from earlier, but I'll try to, like I said, I'll try to create those clips and post them later. It's pretty good. For those that were curious, I'm gonna do this really quick because I did take a listen to. This is the Tech C Ice Candy Switch, just so you guys could hear what I was hearing earlier. So this is the cotton candy, and then this is the ice candy switch. And that ice candy switch sounds so good. Sounds nice. Yeah. I like it. It does make me wonder, like, I think with a lot of keyboards, like you play around with things until you find like the combination you want to have in a board. Yeah, the ice candy has a low end. Yeah. That's not bad. It's funny because I think the other thing that I run into in this hobby is like you end up like landing on a couple of different content creators that you like their stuff, and I'm sure many of you have probably checked out their content, but Near Lucid is like kind of the person I've been leading to a little bit recently, because I don't necessarily like their preference isn't exactly my preference in terms of sound and like what I want or like in the boards that I use. But I should have did a side by side with the QK60, but that's okay. But yeah, it's obviously the hobby is all preference, so it's just like that. Like a lot of times, if like what I put together is like just a smidge below like sound profile, because Near Lucid very much likes something that's, at least when I'm listening to the video, something that's more on the higher end. I like it just like a notch down. Like I have my Tomo that's got lubed green jackets, and like that's about right where my preference lies. But I will have to play around with this a bit. But I also like, there are mods like keyboards, like if you're trying to like shore up a space bar and you want it to sound really nice, like getting some of that kill mat and putting it inside to like get yourself like a like a stronger sounding spacebar. But anyways, so again, just for those that are going the wrong way, there we go. Oops. That's our side profile. Sorry, our side profile. If anybody was curious what the front looks like, it's kind of like that. Keychron's like kind of signature visible screw holes that they've got going on here. I do like their chamfered edges, like from a design language standpoint. I do wish they could do something with like this surface back here, but I think it's because I'm spoiled by like boards like the QK60 and 65, and like I passed on the Jiris, but I kind of wish I didn't. But Keychron did a good job. I agree. The side profile is pretty. Yep. This is the bottom of the board if anybody's curious. Very plain, but I also appreciate like the fact that they don't have to stick all that stuff on the bottom of a keyboard like some places have to. But I think it's primarily if you're focusing on doing wireless, so maybe that's part of the reason why they don't have to. But I do plan, like, if for those of you that may not have been here earlier, like I like to do, well, this is a pretty heavy keyboard. I don't want it to rest on the switches. This is like one of my favorite keyboards. UK65 with Milky Way PBT02. But I'm like one of these guys that likes to throw, to give especially if the bottom of the keyboard is fairly bland, like something to give it a pop, give it some character, like the Voice 65 I had earlier. But the thing that I want to do differently moving forward is, instead of like buying a sticker and then slapping it on the bottom of a board, like I want to oh, it was here. I bought some water slide decal paper, and the plan is to do stuff like this on future boards. Where like you print the decal and then adhere it to the bottom of the keyboard. So like something like, yeah, so you know, spread it out, tear off that film, and then it's just like, it looks really clean, looks really good. So something like that, but on the bottom here, very similar. Like that, those are things that I want to do, because unlike a sticker that I can go get off of Etsy, I can find something that's far more, that looks so much better than a sticker. Yeah, right? Like it, like you have so much more flexibility. Like I could grab really any image that I wanted to and like, you know, decal it across the bottom and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really cool. That's the plan. I do agree, like looking at it now, even though it's like the color of it's slightly different than the case, like it still looks really good, still matches really well. Like I don't think if like somebody walking by saw this on the desk, they'd be like, oh, that looks really nice. It looks pleasant. I wish I didn't have all this up here, but gotta work with the space that I got. Actually, I need to clean up a bit, but I will do this. Where are we at time wise? Oh man, usually when I do streams like these, they go for about anywhere from, yeah, I guess we're right on target. Like 2 to 2.5 to 3 hours is usually the window like of time that the streams that I run usually take when I'm doing keyboard or like makers and crafting type of stuff. So we did fall within that window. But I'm gonna chat and clean up. All right. But yeah, would this be something I would recommend? I would say for $189, if you already have, if you already have switches and keycaps, it's definitely worth picking up. Now, if you're looking to get a HHKB, like an actual HHKB keyboard, I think if you already have the $189, you're on your way to you're already on your way to one of these guys. So, actually you might be right there. Or no, I think these are like 220, I think. It's a little bit more for the Bluetooth versions, but it really depends, because this is something completely different. Oh no, did I miss the sound test? I did just do it. We probably could do another one. So I'm curious. Oh, you know what? We might do another one, because I want to compare it to the QK60 that I have on my desk. So yes and no. We will do another one here shortly. But Pathmic, hello and welcome to the stream. Jolie Polly, thank you for the follow. I missed that one earlier. I apologize. Thank you so much. I've been so distracted. But obviously, if you're going for hey Pathmic, thank you for the follow. If you're going for one of these, you're also going for you're interested in specifically for the typing feel and sound of HHKB, the Topper switches. But yeah, I would say it's something. Now, like if this keyboard was running next to the QK60, I'd probably go to the QK60, because you're getting like, there's more customization. Like, this really only has the one board, but yeah. I need a bag. No, I need one bag. Man, I could have sworn I grabbed. You know what? This is fine. Shh, you guys saw nothing? HR Logic. I didn't see the build, but what foam did you put in this build? You know what's wild? Is there's only one piece of foam in here, and that's all it comes with, is one piece of foam. It has inside the board there is let me see if I can pull up the page. And it's funny because we looked at this earlier and I didn't even really think about it. So inside the board there is only one piece of foam, if you're excluding the gaskets, because that's technically a foam. But sound absorbing foam between the plate and the PCB is the only piece of foam that's in here. There is acoustic tape, so they sent the board with its own tape mod. But yeah, there's only one piece of foam in here, and it sounds really good. Which I think is a far cry, or a huge what is the word, the phrase or word I'm looking for? A huge compliment to how well Keychron has come, or how far Keychron has come with designing their keyboards, their custom build keyboards in the space. So we're going to go. We'll do overhead shot. So technically you're getting two very, oh man, this blends so well with the desk. I didn't even think about that. You're getting two very different experiences here with these boards. This is the QWERTY Keys QK60, and this is the Keychron Q60. I would assume the name is probably done that way on purpose, but the Q60 I had can you do a side view flex comparison between these two? Beautiful QK60, by the way. Hey, thank you very much. I can actually. So let's do the Q60 first. So like this is the flex. Zoom in some. I always go the wrong way each time. So this is very light pressure in the center of the board. The amount of flex that you can get from pushing down on the keycaps. It's actually pretty visible too. Hold on, I think it was this view. Yeah, right. If you look right here, I'm not pushing terribly hard here. I built the QK60 with a FR4 plate. This has some flex, but not a whole lot. It's not as easy to tell though. Hold on, I wonder if we can do. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have nearly as much. There is flexing that's happening because I can see it, but the difference here is like the QK boards have that like I guess angled flex cuts here towards the center of the PCB, so you can see that flex kind of almost individually as you're typing on it, but it's not nearly as like noticeable. Like when I push down on this, like no, just with the one hand, it's like the whole thing, because it's like the gaskets, the foam gaskets that are on the edge of the PCB like are thick, and they just kind of rest in between the top and the bottom case, and they basically compress as you're pushing down. Yeah, there's more concentrated flex that's happening here versus what's happening here now. Also, this board could probably be far more flexible if I had gone with I think you get it with palm plate or polycarbonate plate, but again, I did FR4, so but I did that very purposefully because I wanted to. All my boards for a while had been like palm or polycarbonate plates, and I wanted something a little bit different sound wise. But yeah, so just to kind of give an overview of again what we're looking at, this is what is this? What does Keychron call these? These keycaps had a very specific name. Maybe oops. The 2048 clears, polycarbonate. Oh, they're KBD fans. Polycarbonate clear keycaps. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Oh. My buddy recently gave me a Ramikara to mess around with. I tape modded and little case foam with thick PBT keycaps. They sound really deep and loud with drop lolly pandas. Hey, yeah, yep, 2048. I think I have a love-hate relationship with it. Love-hate and relationship with the board itself specifically, or is it like the configuration of the board? Oh, the HHKB style. I hate it. It's funny because this is the style of keyboard that actually got me into mechanical keyboards. Like I promise we'll do the sound tests here shortly. This, I swear this isn't like a weird flex. And it always feels like it. But I'm trying to just prove a point. Like the cursed backspace. What's funny is I like so many HHKBs. This is my favorite layout. And I didn't think I was gonna like the delete key here, but you, after using it for a while, you get used to it to the point where like my 75%, I soldered it as a split backspace, which that's, part of me wishes I didn't do that, but like I use that key, that's my primary keyboard. I use it, that lives on my desk. So like if I'm gonna build it out and it's gonna sit on my desk, like that's what I'm gonna use it like, or I'm gonna build it how I would use all my other keyboards. There's another HHKB that is not out here, but yeah, this is the layout. Also, I prefer for gaming, I like having the control key here, because your finger isn't like, otherwise your finger's kind of curled down here to hit control when you're gaming. But now when I'm playing, I can just shift my pinky up and down here, and it's far less like, my fingers don't look like this, they're far more relaxed here. So, but again, to each their own. Like if you are like, people are gonna like what they're gonna like, and usually it's obviously for good reason, you know. I'm not gonna be, hey Lich, what's up? I'm totally not late. Oh no, you're fine. Alex was a super huge chum and felt comfortable enough to leave his community here with us this evening, and I thought that was really cool. I actually just got the Q8 palm plate from Etsy about 20 minutes ago. The Q8, like the from Keychron. Oh, the Alice. Oh wait. Oh, you know, I didn't think about that, because there's places like, is it Green Door? Green Door Geeks also can make palm plates or plates in foam cutouts. Oh man, I didn't think about that. They can do custom ones too. I assume it will smash the steel plate because Keychron didn't add it with the keyboard for some reason. Oh, interesting. Wait, do they sell alternate plates? Accessories. They have to, right? Plates. Oh, I got excited and then I got sad. Cause so they do have plates, but they don't have one for the Q60 just yet. Hopefully they do. I didn't know that. Keychron's plate options are mostly sold out for the ANSI. And you grabbed it off of Etsy because like somebody custom made it pretty much. That's cool. Oh crap! All the things you learn. They don't offer palm. Noted. Etsy person did. That's wild. I think that's the other thing I dig about this community is like, people are super nice about like I don't know if super nice is the right word to use, are people are constantly like, because obviously this, I've said this multiple times, people say this all the time with the hobby, is like, it's all preference, right? So the fact that there are people out there that are like, this board, somebody probably would like it with a palm plate or a polycarbonate plate. I have the ability to make those. Why don't I just do it? I'm waking up and it didn't read that as palm at first. Bad lich. Recently, people are chasing palm or PP plate, PP plates, or alu if they want more clacky. The community is very cooperative. Yes, I agree. Especially if it's like, if it ends up with a like a board that gets pretty popular and like they realize like there should be more options for this. So, but before I forget, let's do that sound test between these boards. I'm hoping I can do like, that should be fine. All right, so you get close to the microphone. We're gonna do another typing test of the Keychron Q60 with cotton candy, light tactiles, and GMK Serica, and then the QK or the QWERTY Keys. Oh my god, the QWERTY Keys QK60 with KBD fans, clear polycarbonate keycaps, and the Wuche Studio clear linear switches. Another thing to note is the stabilizers. It's the stock stabilizers that came with the Keychron. I did tune them and lube them to kind of give them some love. The QK60 has stabies that are stock. There's no lube. So if anybody's ever been curious about the stabies and what they sound like unlubed, I can share. So I don't know, Nightbot, and maybe it's because I'm messing up the commands. I have a build command in there, but for whatever reason, paste. The only thing that's different is instead of the ice candy switches, I went with the cotton candy switches. But the command doesn't work for whatever reason. It's !build should do it, but yeah, it keeps giving me that error. So Lich, I might bug you about that later. Do you have the PC or nylon stabies? They're the wood stabies. I believe it's the nylon space cables. I made sure after I got them. GMK Wasabi extras. Accessories. They are the polycarbonate. The clear polycarbonate. Although I have not tried the nylon ones, I would be curious to see what the difference is sound-wise with the nylon ones. But all right, let's do this sound test. I gotta remember to do this after stream. All right. Oh man, I always have to hold my breath because I turn off my or I feel like I need to hold my breath. I turn off my filter to do the typing test or the noise suppression, so that way you guys can hear like as much detail as possible. But hopefully that kind of gives those that were interested an idea or difference between these two boards that are priced. This is technically priced less than this board. Cost wise, I'm trying to think like as a bare bones kit, because I'm pretty sure the QK60 started at, what was it? Did it start at, was it 105? Like before options, it started at 105 bare bones. Wow, that's tame, but very nice sounding at the same time. I've heard other streamers mention the PC caps are extreme fingerprint magnets. Yes, I don't like. I cleaned these off there because the board was sitting on my shelf. I don't know if my lighting is not ideal for. Yeah, like you see it here on the enter key. They look so nice, but the moment you start to type on them, they get very dirty. And also, big hello and welcome. They look so cool, but yeah, they attract fingerprints pretty quickly. I really want them to do like I missed out on the 2048 cherry profile keycaps way back in the day. I really want BIP to do them again. Just normal like keycaps. I don't care if they're PBT or if they're ABS. I want a set. Totally. Thanks for that shot. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're but yeah, again, these were the Stabies. I can hear a little bit of rattle every once in a while if I'm like striking it hard enough or like off in a certain spot where my fingers don't usually hit. So like again, I purposely did it that way just to see what it would sound like stock. And like I have no problem using the keyboard that way, but I do feel like at this point, like I have broken the keyboard in a little bit. Especially the spacebar could use a little bit of love. Like, and you don't need a lot, like a little bit of Crytox 205, and I think it would be really good. But because of that particular experience with Staby stock, I bought a ton of them. I was like, I have TX stabs, and I've heard really good things about TX stabs, and I bought a bunch of those. But I think, was it this board? One of the keyboards I built recently, I built them with the TX stabs, and I was like, eh. And then I built the state with this board with the Stabies, and I was like, oh, sign me up for that. All right. So many switches. But yeah, so yeah, I will I did a stream once, and somebody was watching for the first time, and they were like, imagine if, oh, this has RGB, I didn't even know that. And you can't really see it, but it's there. Whereas, yeah, right there, like peeking through the bottom of the keycaps. All right, that's kind of cute. I dig it. I'm not big on RGB, but like the few boards that I have it, like they're very subtle about it, and like this is pretty cool. I dig it. Party Parrot, yeah. That's super dope. All right, let me wait, I don't even think I need to do anything with this. The first board in a while where I don't have to like go into VIA or anything and like edit the sorry. Has anybody seen the interview with Adam Sandler and Brendan Fraser where he's explaining to Adam Sandler how to properly say his last name? And it's we've all been saying Brendan Fraser, but it's supposed to be like razor, so it's supposed to be pronounced Brendan Fraser. I didn't know that until he explained it in the interview. And he's Adam Sandler's like he's introducing him, and it's like he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Fraser. Wait, he's like, how do you say it again? He's like razor, like Brendan Fraser. And I was like, and then he's like, Brendan Fraser. And then he's like, but it doesn't sound right. And he's like, well, nobody says my name right. He's like, then he's like, all right, Brendan Fraser. He's like, it doesn't sound good. And he's like, but it feels so good though. Like, it's just like that moment in my head, like just all that to explain the feeling I just had. It's very nice. This is cool. I dig it. I didn't think I was gonna like this as much as I thought. I do wish this chin was not as large, but I think it does add to that whole retro-y feel. Like, technically, there were two choices when I looked at this board. I don't know why I'm reaching for that keyboard. It's because I've been typing on it for so long. It's this keyboard. Didn't I already have a KBD? No. It was between. Oh my god. KB. Oh no. Hola? Where did my delete go? Maybe I do need to pull up VO. I've been lied to. Hello? Oh, do I have to find the JSON for this? Oh, is it on their webpage? Okay, that would be thebomb.com if it was. I'm so sorry. I said those words out loud. This said it came with a driver. I didn't get any of that. In the I'll have to check later. It says here in the box you should get USB-C cable, which I did. A switch puller, which, if any, like, throw this away. Companies need to stop. Like, if you don't have something, it's something. But like, go on Amazon and like buy that generic green switch puller that do I have mine out here? I don't. Buy that instead. Your fingers will appreciate you. I don't remember seeing an Allen wrench, and I don't remember seeing a driver, so or a keycap puller. So like, I didn't get any of these, so that's weird. All new screw-in PCB stabilizers. These were new. These screw-in designed to increase stability makes it easier to change. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was like, these are very. I could tell when I was pulling up the stems that there was less tolerance or space for the wire, so that, yeah, makes them more stable, less shaky. Yeah, that was very visible when I was looking at them. Oh, here it is. JSON. So you guys don't have to see my desktop. I swear I'm not hiding anything. I promise. Extract all. Extract. File. Import key map. JSON. Wait. This one? It didn't like that one. Oh, because I'm an idiot. It didn't like that one either. Or it's thinking. I don't know. I'll have to mess with this after stream. Oh, man. I was so hyped. Because this key isn't registering as anything right now. Oh, no, it's registering as delete instead of backspace. But I can't switch it right now. Ah, poo. I'll figure that out later. Wait, what happens if I do this? What if I switch it? Is that the reason why it's being finicky? For science. Open. Nothing. But what about now? It's still delete. Okay, that's fine. I'll mess with it later. Cool. I dig it. Oh, that's right. There's more. I guess at that point we're right at that window in time that I mentioned earlier. Let's do this. Where's the here? Twitch. Oh my god, I can't. Let's just go here. Save myself the hassle. Oh no, I'm so sorry, chat. Oh my god. Oh no. I was waiting for it so I could mute it. I'm so sorry. I failed you all. What is that? The GIF? You trusted me and I failed you. Well, if you all were falling asleep, hello. Welcome to the stream. If anybody's curious, it was this video up here. He's playing guitar. And of all things that could be happening, I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Earlier, it was like super chill podcast. That's my luck. I understand if you want to unfollow and leave. I don't blame you. I am pleb streamer. Oh my god. So angry at myself. Somebody followed. I'm actually impressed. Biggie Lex, thank you for the follow. Oh no. You all trusted me and I failed you. Alright, where are we at? Wait, go back. I came from the Alex raid, but I stay for the wake up calls. Well, I appreciate it. Was not my intention. Oh, this is why. That's strange. Okay. All right. I'm wondering if I'm gonna take this time to kind of wrap things up on my end, but as a reminder for everyone, I should be live next weekend, and it should be another keyboard stream. It should we are either going to be looking at, I have my fingers crossed, they're both coming from outside, well, most keyboards do, but it's either going to be the Percent Studio Trio 60, or it's going to be the Hex 4B. That keyboard I've been waiting on forever. There's a couple other keyboards that I'm still waiting on that are hopefully around the corner, but we'll see. There are some keyboards that I have that I'm waiting to revisit because I'm waiting for keycaps. The Iki Aurora Round 2 is a board that I have that I've been meaning to do like a stream for. I technically already built it, but I would love to rebuild it with the keycaps that I had envisioned to build it out with. That's a future stream I plan to do as well. But those are the two keyboards. One of those two we'll be looking at. Otherwise, then the next one will get pushed to a future stream. Spoilers, I guess. And then if neither of those boards are here by next week, then the plan will probably be to stream the Gundam 00 RG kit. So again, for those that I missed it earlier, I also built Gunpla, so we'll probably be working on this guy next week if the keyboards aren't here by then. I've already started the kit. I started it months ago, actually. I also lost the original stickers or the decals for it, so I bought new ones. But yeah, this is as far as we've gotten. I got a leg in the frame of another leg. No, come back. So we do have something to work on. For those that were here or returning from last week's Gunpla stream, I want to take a second to thank those who recommended the organizer. Huge. But this will be for the runners, and I'm super excited to use this because this will make building a far more efficient process. So yeah, that's the thing. This is what we'll be working on next time if keyboards are not here. And at some point down the road, we will also be getting back into, because like I said, working on Legos. We did build the W12. What a monster of a race car that was. Destroy the competition. And then but since this is already built, we'll come back and do the AMG Project 1. Yeah. So I'm a part of that bubble of people that are recently getting into Lego stuff. So I was told to be careful. Because they can get a bit crazy. But I do know I want to stuff on me. I specifically want to, like, it would be cool to build something like the Atari stuff, but I personally am really big on architecture. Like, I went to school for interior design, and I really want to be able to build their architectural sets, and I fear it because those are some of their most expensive sets, I believe. Is it interests? Adults welcome? That sounds weird, but that's probably where I want to be. Right? Yeah, okay, here we go. Art, music, and design. Yeah, I've got to go through here. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, stuff like this. This would be dope. Oh, these have to be expensive. Oh, this is back ordered. So stuff like this. Yeah, that's further out. I need to get a proper setup for that because that's something where, like, yeah. But anyways, that's all things on the horizon. So if any of that stuff interests you, hopefully I was able to keep your attention enough to keep you semi-entertained, and or hope you all enjoyed your stay. Alex, I know you have already left for the evening, but thank you so much for trusting your community here with me, and shout out to you, and thank you for being an awesome and genuine person. But that's gonna be it for me, folks, for the evening. I was trying to see if there's anybody I knew that was streaming, and I could send you that person's way. but I do not see, there are people that I follow, but no one that I know of personally. I like sharing love is like one of the bigger things in this community, so I want to try to keep that up. Yes, Alex is the best. Ooh, somebody's oh, okay, I want to check this out actually. Hold on, let me. Oh man, they have the Pulsar. This person has the Pulsar X2, but that cool limited edition one. This person's building the Mons Geek M1. I don't know. I've seen it pop up a lot recently, and I've been like semi-interested, but we'll see. Yes, thank you to all the Ragers that came in. Thank you again for all the follows. That was huge. I was not expecting that tonight. You all have made my night a lot. Thank you. Huge shout out again to Lich. Thank you for hanging out here. Is it Shikiro? Thank you. Rikyo. Oh my god, I'm destroying everyone's names. Biggie Lex, HR Logic. I swear if you come back, I'm gonna sit here because Lich was another person that I butchered her name multiple times. So I swear if you come back, I will work on him. Bok Choy Jin, Pathmic. Who else do we have in here? We had the girthy sausage. Wise Donkey. So many people. I dig it. What's up? Call me Toby. Hey Toby, you got it. Thanks for the stream. Yes. I will, if I don't see you here next week, because next week is the New Year's, hopefully you all will be safe. You know, I hope you all welcome the new year with an open mind, a open heart, and passion for whatever it is that you enjoy to do, because that's what's driving me right now. Thank you for the stream. Super chill and good vibes from your community here. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, fam. Hey, I appreciate it. I was gonna say the same. Happy holidays to those that celebrate for tomorrow. Hope you all get some sleep, because this time, like, I'm gonna get like no sleep. I can't ever sleep on Christmas Eve. But yeah, if I don't see you all next week, if you're out doing whatever, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. If I do see you here next week, I will do my best to entertain. Otherwise, feel free to stay tuned to my socials. If for whatever reason I end up not streaming because I end up going out to a party or something, I will be sure to mention it. But yeah. Otherwise, take care. Is it this screen? This is that new one I got? Yeah. I don't get to use this one enough. This screen, for those of you that are here from Alex's stream, like, this is a screen that's very heavily inspired from his intro screen. I love it so much, so I decided I'd pocket it a little bit and do something similar. Hey, what's up, big man? I was talking about you and the board I recommended to you earlier. But yeah, I will talk to you all next week. Otherwise, take care. I enjoyed having everyone here, and yeah, bye everybody.